The number of distinct real roots of these equations are equal to what? ये सवाल देख के दो चीजें समझनी चाहिए. One, this is quadratic. It is, for example, k square minus 3k plus 2 equal to 0. Second, x plus 1 by x is always greater than or equal to 2. भैया ये जो है जिसकी वैल्यू 2 से कम हो ही नहीं सकती. Okay, x plus 1 by x. So what we'll do is we'll find the value of k out here and then we have to check it against this. That k cannot be less than 2. Okay, that is my starting point out here. देख के सामने दिखनी चाहिए ये दो चीजें कि as far as this equation is concerned, there's a quadratic equation k square minus 3k plus 2 equal to 0 and k has to be greater than or equal to 2 because x plus 1 by x will always be greater than or equal to 2. Okay, chalo. So if I am taking this as k square minus 3k plus 2 equal to 0. Okay, so what does it become? Okay, k square minus 2k minus k plus 2 equal to 0. So that becomes k minus 1 into k minus 2 equal to 0. So k can be equal to 1 or k can be equal to 2. Galat. Why? Because x plus 1 by x has to be greater than or equal to 2. That means k has to be, minimum value of k will be 2. So if k is going to be 2, which means x plus 1 by x is equal to 2. Equal to 2. Okay. So how many distinct real roots will you get? Okay. So how many distinct real roots will you get? Let's see. So x plus 1 by x is equal to 2. That means x square plus x square plus 1 is equal to 2x, or x square minus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. So x minus 1 whole square equal to 0. So x is equal to 1. Number of distinct solutions is 1. Number of distinct real roots. Okay. Now ये नहीं करना चाहिए था. This was not required at all because the moment we found that x plus 1 by x is equal to 2, straight away it is very obvious. The only solution is x equal to 1. सामने देखो ना. If x is greater than 1, this will become more than 1. This will be slightly less than 1, but it will still be. So remember, x plus 1 by x is equal to 2 only when x is equal to 1. For all other values of x, this expression will be greater than 2. So the moment we got कि x equal, that k has to be equal to 2, वहीं पे आंसर लिख देना चाहिए था, टाइम बचाना था हमको. How many distinct positive integer valued solutions exist for this equation? Okay. Down to question ना. क्यों? काम कराएगा. What does it? क्या काम करने का? पहला केस होगा, this has to be equal to 0. Second case will be this has to be equal to 1. Third case will be this has to be equal to minus 1 with an even power. So 3 equation का solve करनी होगी. This is not an easy question, or that means not say it is a time consuming. Easy है, but it is time consuming. So if you are not willing to spend time on this question, you should not be doing it. Give it 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, whatever you need. Then you should be willing to do it. Otherwise, चुपचाप अगले सवाल को देख लो. Okay. So let's solve the question. Power equal to 0. Case 1. X square minus 13x plus 42 equal to 0. This one. 7 6 are 42, 7 plus 6 13, so x minus 7 into x minus 6 equal to 0. So how many distinct positive real value? So x can be in the first case 6 or 7. 2 solutions are definitely there. Okay, first case done. Second case, this has to be equal to 1 because 1 to any power will always be equal to 1. X square minus 7x plus 11 is equal to 1. So or x square minus 7x plus 10 equal to 0. 5 2s are 10, minus 5 minus 2, this is x minus 2 into x minus 5 equal to 0. Integral distinct positive integers. Second case we are getting x equal to 2 and x equal to 5. So 4 तो पक्का है, ये गलत हो गया. चलो third case. What is the third case? This base has to be minus 1 and power इसकी even होनी चाहिए. तो चलो x square minus 7x plus 11 equal to minus 1. Okay, or x square minus 7x plus 12 should be equal to 0. Do we have a solution here? X square, okay, 4 3, yeah, 4 3 is at 12, 4 plus 3. So x minus 4 into x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay. Product of roots is 12. 12 के क्या factors हो सकते हैं? 6 into 2, 4 into 3. So मैं यही देखा 6 plus 2, 8, नहीं, 4 plus 3, 7, हाँ, चलो कर देते हैं. So we are getting x equal to 4 and x equal to 3. Okay. But can we write it down? क्या भी लिख सकते हैं कि 6 सॉल्यूशन हो गए? नहीं, बिकॉज व्हाट वी नीड टू डू इज चेक करो 4 और 3 पे ये इवन आ रहा है कि नहीं, बिकॉज इफ दीज आर नॉट गिविंग मी इवन पावर, बिकॉज नाउ व्हाट इज इट इज -1 रेज़ टू पावर एन इवन नंबर होना चाहिए. सो आई नीड टू चेक दैट x स्क्वायर माइनस 13x प्लस 42, ये जो पावर है ये इवन होनी चाहिए. x इक्वल टू 4 पे क्या आता है? ये 16 x इक्वल टू 4 है, ये भी इवन है, even है, it will be even. You don't have to solve. After all, if x is even, x square will be even, 13x will be even, 42 will be even, सब कुछ ठीक है. No problem at all. So that means 4 is correct. What about x equal to 3? 9 minus 13 3 is 39 plus 42. Even. आफ्टर ऑल ऑड एंड ऑड इन दोनों का जो होगा डिफरेंस या सम जो भी होगा और इवन होगा, और बिकॉज बोथ आर ऑड विच इज यू कैन सी आउट हियर एंड इवन. सो इवन दिस इज फाइन. सो हाउ मेनी सॉल्यूशंस? 6 सॉल्यूशंस. द थर्ड स्टेप, दिस फाइनल स्टेप वाज इंपॉर्टेंट. कई केसेस में यू विल फाइंड दैट द पावर डज नॉट बिकम इवन फॉर पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू. दैट वाज नॉट द केस इन दिस क्वेश्चन. What is the largest positive integer such that this expression is also positive integer? Now, ऐसे सवालों में ना पहला काम होता है हमेशा simplify. First thing is simplify and then look at doing anything else. अगर simplify नहीं किया तो तुम अपना कहीं ना कहीं गलती करने का scope रहेगा. So please look at simplifying first of all. Now both of these are quadratic equation. What is n square plus 7? What is this? 4 into 3 12, 4 plus 3 7. So I can write the numerator as n square plus 4n plus 3n plus 12, or I can write it as n plus 4 into n plus 3. Right? So I will say the numerator can be rewritten as, or can be simplified as, n plus 3 into n plus 4. What about the denominator? Same cheese. Okay. 4 into 3, and this can be minus 4 plus 3. Okay. So it can be n minus 4 into n plus 3. Okay. N square minus 4n plus 3n. It will be n minus n square minus n plus 12. Minus 12, sorry. Okay. आगे आंसर सामने दिख गया. What are you left with? n plus 4 upon n minus 4. Next step, choices, substitute. We want the largest we are looking for the largest positive integer. Which is the largest integer here? Check for 16. Okay, 16 कहते हैं तो क्या होगा? 16, if I put n equal to 16 in this expression, what do we get? 20 upon 12, not an integer, wrong choice. Okay, 16 upon 12 is not an integer, so this is wrong choice. Next highest, because we are looking at largest, let's look at 12. 12 plus 4, 16, 12 minus 4, 8. Correct answer. Okay. So please remember all questions, पहली चीज जहां पे quadratic दिखते हैं, x minus a into x minus b के फॉर्मेट में ले आओ. Get simplified in the form of x minus a into x minus b, or you find the roots and then you will be able to get the answer fairly fast. Let a be a real number, then roots of this equation are real and distinct if and only if. Okay, roots are real and distinct. Real का क्या मतलब होगा? Discriminant has to be greater than or equal to 0. This is for real roots. And if roots have to be distinct, that means discriminant has to be greater than 0. So what are we looking for? Real and distinct. Distinct का मतलब discriminant cannot be 0. So we are looking for discriminant to be greater than 0. Equation है, discriminant निकालना है हमें. Okay, so let's get back to work. What is the value of discriminant? D will be equal to minus 4 square minus 4 into coefficient is 1 into minus, okay, right? So this has to be greater than 0. So can I say minus 4 square 16, it should be greater than, इसको उठा के दूसरी साइड ले जाते हैं ना. अच्छा, इसको एक और काम करते हैं. Can I write this as log of base 2 of a to power minus 1? ये minus 1 को पावर में ले जाते हैं ना. Okay, so I'll rewrite it as log of a to power minus 1 base 2. Okay, so 16 should be greater than 4 times log of a to power minus 1 base 2. Okay, great. Chalo. So what do we get? What this means is log of a to power minus 1 base 2 should be greater than 4. Okay, so I can say a to power minus 1 should be greater than 2 to power 4. And what is a to power minus 1? It is nothing but 1 upon a. Okay, so that means my answer should be a should be greater than 1 by 16. So effectively all we are doing is in this question, is saying bhaiya discriminant has to be greater than 0, and discriminant means if I look at the equation as ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, that means discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. Okay, if it has to be greater than 0, that means b square should be greater than 4ac. So इसमें जो है, if you are clear about your logic, you could have done it a little faster and not written this whole tamasha. You could have straight away said this means minus 4 square should be greater than 4 into log of a to power minus 1 base 2. You should have straight away come to this particular step to get the answer. Quadratic equation has two roots 4a and 3a, where a is a integer. Which of the following is a possible value of b square plus c square? कुछ नहीं है. These questions look difficult, but these are among the easiest questions in the paper. Roots दिए हुए ना, find the sum and product. That is what your job always is. We need to find the value of b square and c. b and c are here. What is sum of the roots? Sum of the roots in this case will be minus b upon 1. Okay. And what will be product of roots? Constant term upon 1. So I can say sum is nothing but minus b and product is nothing but c. Okay. So what is sum of the roots? 4a plus 3a, 7a. Product of roots 4a into 3a, 12a square. Sorry, this should be a. Okay. So what is the following is the possible value of b square plus c? What is b square? B square, b is 7a, so b square should be 49a square. And what is c? c is 12a square. So what is the sum of these two? 61a square. So the minimum, so b square plus c will be equal to 61a square. Let me just write them. So b square plus c should be equal to 61a square. Check kar lo choices. A is an integer. So what are the possible values? 61 into 1, 61 into 4. If a is 2, so 61 into 4. 61. If a is 3, 61 into 9. A is 4, 61 into 16, and so on and so forth. All choices ko dekh lo. This is not even a multiple of 61. I don't have to waste my time. What is 61 into 7, 420? This is 61 into 7. This 7 is not a perfect square, so wrong. Okay. What is this? 61 into 9. 60 into 9 is 540. This is 61 into 9, or this is nothing but 61 into 3 square. So either start doing this or go to the choices. मेरी preference हमेशा choices रहेगी. Okay, I will always go to the choices. Okay, so among these, this should be the answer. What is 3721 by the way? 61 square. Why is this wrong? Because this is 61 into 61. As per the question, it should be 61 into a square. 61 is not a perfect square, so wrong choice. Okay. So my suggestion is, एक बार you found that my answer has to be 61 a square, start checking the choices. Some of them may not even be multiple of 61, वो तो वैसे ही eliminate हो जाएगी. The number of solutions of this equations are how many? Mod देखते you know the दो equations तो बनी जाएंगी. Okay, you can very clearly see that there will be two equations. Why? X greater than equal to 0 and x less than 0. So straight away we can say two equations are possible. Okay, so let's look at first case. Okay, so the equation is mod of x into 6x square plus 1 equal to 5 of x square. पहली चीज x equal to 0 तो पक्का सॉल्यूशन है. You can straight away see put x equal to 0, right hand side 0, left hand side 0. End of the story. That's first case done. Okay. Second, x को greater than 0 ले लेते हैं. If x is positive, what do we get? X into 6x square plus 1 equal to 5x square. So, or 6x square minus 5x plus 1 equal to 0. This is my equation. Okay. So, what do we get? Okay, I can say x square minus 5 by 6x plus 1 by 6. Okay. Now, some of you may want to start यहाँ से कि discriminant निकालने वो करें, but my say should be to look at it in a slightly different. Forget about 6 for a minute. Okay. Can I not say this is 3 and 2? After all, this is 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 into minus 1 by 2. This is nothing but the product. Product can be 1 by 3 and 1 by 2. And why positive, negative, negative? Q negative because this is negative. We want this to be negative. So I will start by saying in this case 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 are what I could look at. And what is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3? 5 by 6. Okay. So if you are comfortable with numbers, you end up saving a lot of time, which is why I have always maintained that squares, cubes, reciprocal should be on your tips. They, in such a situation, they become very, very useful. Okay. 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 So what do we get out here? This equal to 0. So can I write this now as x minus one by 3? Okay. We had taken, remember, we have taken this case as x is greater than 0. That means x is equal to half and x equal to 1 by 3. Both of them are greater than 0, तो कोई problem नहीं है. So next two solutions we got half and 1 by 3. Okay. चलो. Let's look at the third or the last case. वो क्या होगा? X less than 0. The case now we'll look at is x is less than 0. If x is less than 0, this becomes minus x into 6x square plus 1. Okay. और इसको एक काम करो, इसको माइनस यहाँ लगा देते हैं ना. So what do we get? 6x square plus 5x. Yeah. 6x square plus 5x plus 1 equal to 0. So this is the equation which I need to solve. 6x square plus 5x plus 1 equal to 0. Okay. Same thing. X square. Okay. Last time we said minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 3. This time we can take it as half 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. So can I say this is the same as x plus half? Okay. X square plus half x plus 1 by x square plus 1 by 3x plus 1 by 2x. Half x plus 1 by 3x here again. 1 by 2 into 1 by 3, 1 by 6. So what does it become? This means x should be equal to minus 1 by 2 or minus 1 by 3. What was the condition? X less than 0, satisfying. So how many solutions possible? 5. Okay. All these questions, please remember, जहाँ पे modulus दिखा, काम बढ़ गया. Most of the time, not always, but most of the time in such equation, you need to remember that the modulus, there will be 2 or 3 cases which you need to verify, and hence you should be willing to spend time. Time नहीं लगाओगे तो सवाल भी मत उठाना. product of distinct roots of this equation. Distinct roots. That means if a root is being coming, supposing 3 and 3 are the roots, it is supposing 3x minus 3 whole square की form में हो जाता है. Supposing the two roots are 3 and 3, then the distinct root is only 1, 3, not both. So we need to look at the distinct roots of this equation. Secondly, quadratic है, which means दो बार काम करना होगा. We'll first have to look at positive and the negative scenario both. Okay. Okay. Let's take the first case. Okay. X square minus x minus 6 is equal to x plus 2. That means we are saying this is positive. Okay. So what do we get? X square minus x 2 plus 4 equal to 0. Okay. Minus 2x, sorry, plus, how stupid of me. इसको चलो फिर से करते हैं यार, फिर से करते हैं इस क्वेश्चन को. The product of distinct roots of this equation is how many? Quadratic आ गया ना? More than quadratic, mod आ गया ना? That means two cases. Two cases. One case you will say this is greater than 0, so that means positive हो गया. Second, less than 0, negative वाला case. So we'll need to look at two cases. Please remember, modulus देखते ही समझ जाना चाहिए है. The number of equations going to be 2. We will have to do the same thing twice. So let's check first case. X square minus x minus 6 is equal to x plus 2, which means I'm saying ये positive है. If this is positive, it will remain. Okay. So what do we get? X square minus 2x minus 8 is equal to 0. So what should it be? 4 into 2, 8 minus 4 into plus 2. So x minus 4 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay. X minus 4 into x plus 2. Just to be clear, x square, 4x minus 4x and plus 2x, so net will be minus 2x only. And similarly, minus 4 into plus 2 is minus 8. Okay. So this becomes x minus 4 into x minus 2. So x can be equal to 2, sorry, x minus 4 into x plus 2. गलत लिख दिया था ना मैंने, हाँ. X minus 4 into x plus 2. So x can be either 4 or minus 2. Both are distinct roots. Okay. चलो, first case taken care of. Second case, minus of x square minus x minus of x square minus x minus 6 is equal to x plus 2. ठीक है, एक काम करते हैं, माइनस दूसरी साइड लगा दो ना, माइनस एक्स माइनस 2 लिख देते हैं. या इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट वी कैन राइट दिस वे ऑल्सो. सो राइट हैंड साइड पे प्लस एंड माइनस करते. सो व्हाट डू वी गेट हियर? x square minus x minus 6 equal to minus x minus 2, minus x minus x, and x square becomes equal to 4. What does that mean? x is equal to plus minus 2. So second case में क्या है? 2 and minus 2. So what are the distinct roots? Minus 2 तो दो बार आ गया ना, so उसको दो बार नहीं, so these. So what should the answer be? The product of these numbers will be 4 into 2, 8 into 2, 16 with a negative sign. Choice 2. If this equation is there, what is the value of u plus cv? Now these are questions which are painful for me. Why are they painful? I hate working with such questions. I find it difficult to rearrange, but they typically जितने सवाल होते हैं, they are about rearrangement. Okay, I'll explain why. Okay, look at this equation. Okay, you have u square plus u minus 2v minus 1 का whole square equal to minus 4v into u plus v. Okay. Okay. Now let's take this let's get everything to left hand side. U minus 2v minus 1 whole square plus u square. If this comes to the left hand side, क्या आएगा? इसको क्या लिख सकता हूं मैं? आई कैन राइट -4vu -4v square, right? So if we get this on the other side, u square -4vu becomes +4vu plus 4v square is equal to 0. Okay. Now just to take the next step, u minus 2v minus 1 whole square plus what is this? U plus 2v whole square. Okay. So it is a square plus b square is equal to 0. क्या मतलब हुआ? A has to be 0, B has to be 0. That means both of them have to be 0. Okay. So this is the rearrangement which was required. अगर इसको you start solving it, that I'll open the bracket and do something, you are going to waste your time. So when you're looking at such question, your question is to ask yourself is, can I rearrange in some manner or the other? इसको टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं, इसको और इन सबको देखना पहले जरूरी था. And most of the time that is where the answer will lie. So what we can say, u plus 2v equal to 0 out here. And this equation tells us u minus 2v should be equal to 1. If you take this equal to 0, that means 1 can go to the other side. Add कर दो. 2u equal to 1. If 2u is equal to 1, we can say u equal to half. We need the value of u plus 2v. This is half. Okay, if u is equal to half, now what can we say about v? Okay, let's look at this equation only. U is half plus 2v is equal to 0. So 2v equal to minus 1 by 2 or v equal to minus 1 by 4. So what is 3v? 3 will be minus 3 by 4. So what is u plus 3v? Half minus 3 by 4. That means minus 1 by 4 should be the answer, choice 1. Again, I am repeating, when you look at such questions, please see if you can rearrange. If rearrangement does not strike you, please leave and move on, because opening the bracket, solving it is not going to get you anywhere most of the time. The minimum possible value of the sum of the squares of roots of this equation. Okay, sum of the squares of roots of the equation चाहिए. We need the minimum possible value of sum of the squares. So अगर roots are alpha and beta, what are we looking for? Alpha square plus beta square. So minimum possible roots are squares will be alpha square and beta square of the roots. So the sum of roots will be this. Now what is this? This is something you need to remember with respect to quadratic. Alpha plus beta whole square is equal to alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Okay. You could have also written it as alpha minus beta whole square plus alpha. Sorry. Alpha minus beta whole square, alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta. So plus 2 alpha beta. Now obviously we are going for this because quadratic equation hai, what is the sum of roots, product of roots. So the second one requires you the difference of roots, but sum of roots is something that we can find directly. So effectively kahan pe hum de rahe hain, we want the minimum possible value means sum of roots ka square minus twice of alpha beta. This is the alpha square plus beta square. So what is sum of roots out here? Sum of roots or alpha plus beta as per the question would be minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. So minus of a plus 3 upon 1. And what is product of roots? Alpha into beta, constant term upon coefficient of x square, which is minus of a plus 5. Right? So what is alpha plus beta whole square? It will be a plus 3 whole square minus of a plus 3 whole square, which is a square plus b square plus 2ab, sorry. So 6a. Okay, this is alpha plus beta whole square. And what is 2 minus 2 alpha beta? Okay, so 2 alpha beta will be this, and minus hai to minus minus plus ho jayega. So plus 2a plus 10. Okay. Okay, so this is the equation we have got. So I can say the equation of alpha square plus beta square is equal to a square 6a plus 2a 8a plus 19. Okay. So this is the value of the sum of the squares of the roots plus 19. अगर आपको minimum चाहिए, for minimum what you need to do is differentiate. So if I differentiate this, what do I get? 2a plus 8 equal to 0. First differential should be equal to 0 or a equal to minus 4. So at a equal to minus 4, you'll get the minimum value. Okay. So if I want the minimum value at a, which we are getting at a equal to minus 4, क्या मतलब? A को minus 4 डालो इसमें. So what does it become? Minus 4 square plus 8 into minus 4 plus 19. So 16 minus 32 plus 19 will be equal to 3. So the minimum possible value is 3. Okay. So two parts out here. First is sum of the squares alpha square plus beta square is equal to alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Second, if I am looking for maxima or minima, अगर आपके पास कोई भी फंक्शन है fx, for maxima or minima f dash x, first differential should be equal to 0. Okay. For both maxima and minima. Is it maxima or minima? ज़्यादा टेंशन मत लो, सवाल ने मिनिमा पूछा तो ऑब्वियसली मिनिमा ही मिलेगा. If the question asks for maxima, but yes, it is a function of choices. But if those of you are very very keen, second differential इसको फिर से differentiate करोगे and you get positive, that means it will be a case of minima. If you get negative, this will be a case of maxima. Okay. X plus 1 is equal to x square and x greater than 0. What is x to power 4? 2x to power 4. Okay. Very very interesting question and I'm sure how most people will solve. Okay. But मेरा एक इसमें अलग जुगाड़ है, उस पर बाद में आता हूँ. पहले मैं तुमको let me just get you started with the mathematical approach. Okay. So what does this become? X square minus x minus 1 equal to 0. Okay. So what is x going to be? Minus यार एक मिनट यार फिर से करता हूं मैं. If x plus 1 whole square equal to x square and x greater than 0, what is 2x to power 4? Okay. Now, there is a question which people confuse themselves and do all kind of stupid things. Quadratic equation, yes, you can solve quadratic equation. What is the normal mathematical approach? It is, if you look at this equation, x square minus x minus 1, is equal to 0. Solve this equation, which means you find x is equal to minus b plus minus under root of discriminant upon twice of a. ठीक है, निकालो. Find the value of x, find the value of 2x to power 4. Can be done mathematically, obviously can be done. But भैया एक बात बताओ, when you have a calculator at hand, what stops you from using it? In CAT, they give you calculator, na? It is for such stupid questions. I'll explain how. I have x plus 1 equal to x square. Let me take if x equal to 1. If x equal to 1, what does it become? 2. This is 1. If x is equal to 2, this becomes, this becomes 3. And this becomes 4. Okay? क्या मतलब हुआ? At x equal to 1, this was bigger than the right hand side. At x equal to 2, left hand side has become smaller. क्या मतलब हुआ? X has to be somewhere between 1 and 2. X has to be somewhere between 1 and 2. So let's check for some values and get an approximate value of x. Okay? So x is equal to 1.5. That means 2.5 and this is 2.25. X equal to 1.6. 1.6 means left hand side becomes 2.6, right hand side becomes 2.56. Almost the same, na? Okay. So this has increased much more. Supposing that I take x equal to 1.7, 2.7 and 2.89. 17 square is 289. क्या मतलब हुआ? X has to be somewhere here. X has to be approximately 1.61 या 1.62. Somewhere around here. Take an approximate value and use the calculator, na? Okay. So x has to be either 1.6. So x will be, let me take equal to 1.62. If x is 1.62, what will be 2x raised to power 4? 2 into 1.62 whole square. Okay. क्या करोगे? Open your stupid calculator. So what I will do is, on my phone I'll open the calculator, calculate the value, so that we don't waste our time. Calculator, yes. Okay. So we have 1.62 into 1.62 into 1.62 into 1.62 equal to, it is 6.887 something. So I can say, okay, into 2. So it is coming to 13.8 approximately. 13.77 something, I'm saying 13. So what is this? As far as I'm concerned, this has got a value of 13.8. So मेरा क्या काम है? Choices check करो. Use your calculator. Don't waste your time. You can look at the solution mathematically कैसे करना है. But to me, there is a question which I will not waste time at all. Okay. Now, under root 5 is the only number required. Even if you don't know what is under root 5, 25 square, 625. 23 square, 529. 22 square, 484. So what will be 22.3 square? 5.29. 2.2 square, 4.84. Approximately 2.25 ले लो ना. Under root 5 is approximately 2.25. You can use the calculator also. Calculator has the under root function, but अगर नहीं भी है मालूम है तो 2.25. So what is this? 2.25 under root 5. I have taken it to be 2.25. 2.25 into 4, 9 plus 6, 15. We need 13.8, wrong. 2.25 into 3 becomes 6.75 plus 5, 11.75. It is much lower, wrong. Okay. 2.25 into 5 is 11.25 plus 3, 14.25. Wrong. What about the last one? This should be the answer, but nevertheless, let's check. 6.75 plus 7, 13.75. This has to be the answer. देखो ना सामने. Calculator है तो क्यों waste करो? Even if you don't have a calculator, I don't have a problem. Even if we don't have a calculator, what would I do? If I don't have a calculator, I found that x is approximately 1.62. What will be x square? Okay, I will then not work with 1.62, I will work with 1.6. X square will be 2.56. I'll say approximately 2.6. So what is x to power 4? What is 26 square? 26 square is 676. Let's say 6.8. What do we want? 2x square. 2 into 6.8. 68 into 2, 136, 13.6. I would still get the same answer. So these questions, you are applying quadratic, mathematically ठीक कर रहे हो, paper में time बर्बाद कर रहे हो, use your calculator or do approximate calculation and get the answer.